What up, David here with some more Your Turn to Die. Now, let's see, picking up from where we left off, I don't remember what the last thing that was said was. Kana or now? Which of them could have the sacrifice? The policeman really the keymaster? Isn't there something strange here? Yeah, we're talking about this whole stuff with Keiji being the keymaster, but we've rationed out that he's the sage. Is the loner really a commoner, meow? Should we believe that, Woof? If Keiji's the keymaster, so now, yeah. Alright. Now, Keiji and Kyutaro are lying. So was confused the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. Convinced. Loner? Yeah. Kana or now, which of them should have the sacrifice? Yeah. So we've rationed out that he's the sage, right? Keiji traded someone's keymaster with my commoner to think that the power of the sage let you know who the keymaster was. Did Keiji do this just to earn my trust? Yeah, this doesn't surprise me that he wouldn't have known before. Like, I feel like the whole point is to know before, and during each trade. Yeah, interesting. So now we're a little sus on Keiji, which I think I really hope he's not gonna get in trouble. I don't know what sort of contradiction I'm looking for. That's not the one. If Keiji's the keymaster, so Kana or now should be the sacrifice. Wait, is it this? No. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm God! I said I'm God. I said, oh my God. I need to extract these people. I'm silly. It's just painful to think over it anymore. Vote for So and let's end this out. So was convinced. That's to say, So fell for Keiji's trick. Location of the sacrifice or any other card, you didn't know one lick about the truth. If he'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out, maybe you could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked up beneath my clothes. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner. Tomfoolery. 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 Damn it. Oh yeah, we got it. You mean this tablet, Mr. Man? This is it! Kyutaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yep, take a look, it's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the last supper room. He didn't even realize. 'Cause he was knocked out the whole time. Did he not catch? Oh, he probably caught the message and didn't think it was his. He probably thought somebody else lost it. On the table? I'd call that being off you, meow. Yeah, as I thought. That tablet Kyutaro has now is a spare. This tablet I picked up, it was lying near you when you passed out. What? What'd you say? I would assume this is Kyutaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? Kyutaro sleepily discarded it. No, So took it. It's because So took the tablet from Kyutaro. What? But they're locked by fingerprints, Woof. Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that simply by pressing the fainted Kyutaro's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when So took the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Kyutaro had the sage, and I had the keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Kyutaro's sage power to also know I was the keymaster. So, has So just been acting fooled? Ugh. Shoot, you got me. Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now, or maybe I'm telling the oh God, send this man off a building. So! Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has the sacrifice. So as it stands, there's no way we can vote for So. But that doesn't mean we can just vote for Kanna or now either. Oog. Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. Oh no. I don't like this. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having sacrifice. Oh god, I don't like this. So's an absolute no-go. He's the most likely to pull this kind of trick. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis now... Is there any real difference, Woof? You'd need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. Yes, you would. Okay. Just extracting your asses. But Bucket Girl, yeah, all I can think of is tokens. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis now only had a little. What do we even do now? Alright. Tokens. Alright, but I can't choose now or Kanna. That's not helpful. Least chance of having the sacrifice, but I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What are the possibilities? You need a certain amount of tokens. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. I have everything? Bucket Girl had a lot of tokens, but Big Sis now. So, Kanna could make the trade. Alright. Yeah, so it's this and this, right? Because Jin knows who had the most. Oh, perfect. Like Jin says, Nao hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. Then, is Nao the one with the least likelihood? Oh, wait, please. This isn't right. But Big Sis now. Least likelihood, are you gonna kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion. You're right, we can't end this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens by stealing my wallet. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? Yeah, my stolen wallet, or Alice's body. Both of them. From my stolen wallet, right? Or Alice's body. Well, there's the possibility you just misplace it like a klutz, Miss Sarah. I'm absolutely not that clumsy. You could take the tokens from Alice's body, sitting there in the room of lies. Big Sis now wouldn't do such a thing, meow. But it's true, when I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And now I was closely inspecting the room of lies. Ooh. Nah, it ain't just Nao who could have done it. Couldn't any of us have gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess a sacrifice. Ha, it all ends in a game of trust. Then that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? As in... just before the main game started, woof? Aha, hope you can find the sacrifice. Ugh, shut up. God, he's so annoying. He might be the main character, but he's annoying. We have to determine based on Kanna and Nao's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs, thinking back on everything that had happened. I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? I saw that. Kanna wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Bad alibi. Did anybody see what the three were doing? I was with Nao on the stairs for most of the time. I was searching all by myself to see if there are any other exits, meow. Kanna? Why aren't you speaking? Question her. Are you hiding something? Come to think of it, I feel like you're the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you? I was looking for something I dropped. Like my wallet? What did you drop? Any other exits? I didn't see those three, sorry. Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching? Yeah. There's a smartphone on the stairs, woof. Ooh, but it wouldn't even make calls, it was useless for escape. Okay, I already think I see these and these two together, but let's see what everyone else has to say. Your friendly policeman was shoving aside a rebel. I didn't know a thing, yeah. Oh, but I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sarah, please save me. Honestly, am I weirdly okay with Kana dying? I eventually went to check the exit. It was always the same hopeless situation. So I don't know what Nao was doing in that time. If only I hadn't passed out, yeah. There's also a ring-up box right in front of me. Huh, what do you think, Visera? No, get out of here. There was. No, I smell you two. This is correct. Yep. Kana, was it a smartphone you lost? How did you know? Sure enough. But it's the same smartphone I found in the first trial room. Jin, tell me, where'd you pick that up? It was a ways down the stairs, meow. Ah. How clumsy. She must have just dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. Are you protecting her? Me? Stick up for Kana? Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone then, everyone would have noticed. Should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. That face is really funny for me. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana? Because Sarah, there's a message on this phone, meow. Ooh, right. That's what Kana's sister. Huh? It's a different message. Thank you, I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect your big sister, because that's how Kana can atone. Ooh. Thank you, I love you. Yeah, okay, we already read it. This. Please get that back. Hold on, did you write this, Kana? But Kana's big sister is already dead. Could it be the sister in this message is... No way. Her sister in heaven, Sarah? Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me? Yes. I know it's strange, but to Kana, you're... And so you wanted to save Sarah that much. Sarah is so popular. She really, like, charmed the pants off this entire group. Yes. Hey, Kana. Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the third floor to trade. Hey, now you're talking like Kana's. Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? That's so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana. What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of... No, it's all correct. You idiot! Don't say anything! Kana did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore. Kana! I love watching So's plans get fucked with. Kana did it, which means she dead. I had a feeling... Okay, I'm glad Keiji's not dying. I hope Keiji's not dying. But Kana dying? What could that look like? She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. This is just the worst outcome. A self-sacrifice? Kana! So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes towards Kana. Shut up. Since there was no other way for Kana to survive. Please wait! Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? What do we got? More progress? With the 5th trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. Let's save the game first. And extract it. Once she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart. And then she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying. Her sister, the others, Sarah. She had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of one thing. Because Sarah's so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. Kenna. She didn't want to let Sarah die. I know this is supposed to be, like, really sweet and probably heartbreaking, and it's probably gonna get worse, but I never really, like, developed much of an affection towards Kenna, so, like, Joe messed me up. I don't know, maybe when I see Kenna's, like, gross red teeth, it'll be, I don't know. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. Ugh. It seemed more painful than her own death. This is going to create such a rift between So and Sarah, or it could bond them together. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. Kenna. But... oh. The card she received was a commoner. What? Yeah, Sarah, what? What's going on here, Kenna? Kenna doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice. Unthinkable. What is Kenna saying? It's all true. Please believe me. What? Does that mean... did Gashu do something? Because Miley was, like, calling him out for something at the beginning of this. We just have to talk about her statement. Alright, sure, this has gotten me confused now. I can't believe Bucket Girl. Well, she's lying to try to confuse us. Is she? Maybe Kenna's messed up who she's trading with. She messed up who she was trading with. Some unique situation that caused the roll to just disappear? Is that possible, I wonder? You can't trust electronics for shit. The tablet errored and the trade got messed up. I wish it was that simple. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves. He could. He's not saying anything. I can't see through to the truth in their hearts now, so we might just have to find the objective truth. The truth. The whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God! I can't read his thoughts. I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but you're just saying the names into the receiver, there could be mistakes. And yet my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kenna's mistake, then maybe the Floor Master purposely changed the destination. Something like that. But he can't. The Floor Masters can't fuck with it. Gashu changed the trade? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I initially thought, but that's a huge big no-no according to the big rule book. I do think it's possible. Yeah! Thank you, Q-Taro! Alright, wasn't Miley talking about a transgression of Gashu's? Yeah, I really think that could be it, though. She's less trustworthy than the loner. Don't trust Bucket Girl. Alright, don't tell me. This might be an absurd opinion, but So is spending his remaining time with the laptop. I wonder, did he hack the card data? Is that even possible? There isn't anyone but So that could cause an irregularity, is there? There is. Someone who could cause an irregularity. Yeah, okay, I see the two. What are you gonna say? Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's do you. And your note about Gashu, yeah. There was a possibility. Something separate from So's hacking. Now, if I'm correct, the rulebook said that if the Floor Masters do something wrong, they can either get terminated immediately, or there's like some weird 24-hour rule that I think we're about to expand on very soon. An irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floor Master Gashu. Eh? Say what? Remember what Miley said before the main game? Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. And so if Miley's following all the rules, it seems like that's a big deal. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all thus far. Huh. And now this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? If we believe Kenna, that's the only explanation. You're saying the Coot tampered with the card movement? But for the Floor Master, what would be the merit of doing that? Well, there's no merit, there's some merit, and I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let's see what happens if we say there's some merit. There's some sort of merit, and that's why Gashu pushed us through the argument. I see. If his goal could be made clear, maybe we'd know. Who he moved the sacrifice to, that is. Quite the off-mark inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gashu, if you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floor Master's code. Ooh! She'd spit in the book at him! If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demand a second attempt 24 hours later. That's what they meant! If the Floor Masters fuck with the system, the people get another attempt 24 hours later. Huh. Interesting. Haha. Haha. You just know everything, don't you? As to be expected from Miss Sarah Chidouin. Promise or no promise, I will simply carry out my duty as per the code. Whoa, you're for real? 24 hours, we can make another shot at escape. But are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you will only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we've spun, this theory wasn't being directed at Gashu. So, please tell us the truth. The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking into the roll cards, so if we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kanna. Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay. Kanna really doesn't have the sacrifice. What if so? What if So hacked the system, and then in response to that, the Floor Masters did something? Would that be okay? Is that even still a transgression? According to Miley, it would be. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. I didn't do any hacking to them. So, he seems legit. That's the truth, Miss Sarah. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work to expose Gashu's transgression. Okay. Just what I wanted to hear. It's a turning point in our destiny. A path we could have never reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of all of us trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together, we'll expose his misdeed. Gashu. What's his whole name? I want to know if there's like a weird trick with it. Gashu had something to gain from tampering with the trade. You think he had the sacrifice to go to someone he wanted to kill? Or else you think there was someone who Gashu didn't want to die? Is there an answer in the clues we have left? There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. There's no sacrifice. Yeah, how interesting. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There's something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. Alright, out of all the evidence we've seen, is there anything related to this transgression? If there is, I should show it to Kanna. If there isn't, I should tell her there isn't. Oh! Cool, nice telling me what to do, game. I actually appreciate that. The person with the sacrifice is real likely to die, that's why he meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'll move the sacrifice to somebody else. Who's them here? The person who'd normally end up having the sacrifice? Kanna. What? Maybe in reality, it's out there, but maybe in reality, Gashu's an ally by getting rid of the sacrifice. Like, he wanted this to be exposed so he could put a stop to the main game. Is that too unthinkable? It feels odd. The Coot hates one of us in particular. He wanted them to be killed via the sacrifice. Okay. Who in the world could that be? It's gotta be the guy who made an escape plan and ruined his honor as floor mash. The hacker man himself. So, okay, interesting theory. Okay, is there evidence? Out of all the evidence we've seen, that shows us what? Related to the transgression. Let's honestly look. Victim video, no. Papers, tablet. I don't think so. We've used a lot of these, honestly, already. Let's say there isn't. No, none of the evidence. That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion. Hasn't come up, I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. Like, what? We use the stun gun, we use the victim... We use the tablet, we use the... We haven't used the 4 papers, but would that be relevant? How is this relevant? The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. It looks kind of familiar. Just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, meow. What use could this have? Whoa, why? Why do you have that? Ooh, we got some emotions. Eh? Ooh, Miley. Cursor, handing internal documents to participants. Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? Huh, what indeed? Oh, wow, okay. Caught on to the fact that I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah. Huh? Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Kai was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? Yeah. Huh. What meaning could these papers have? I couldn't even guess, but there's value in solving the mystery. It must be the percentages. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about the roster. The numbers. The only thing we haven't quite figured out yet. There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Besides their names, there's a bunch of names I never even heard. Roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. There are participants whose names aren't on this. A roster, it's reminding me of something, meow. If you want a clue, so I look at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman, and we'll look at it together. Okay, you first. Let's check it out together, Sarah. Alright. Okay. Well, this isn't helping me. You gotta tell me the answer. It's the percentages are all weird. So, they're in descending percentage. This could be percentage to die. This could be percentage of memories that they have stored away in the AI system. This could be percentage of how complete the dolls are, although we know all the dolls are complete. Well, thank you, KEG. They're in descending order of percentages. That's really it. Probably Miley. It's what Gashy's reaction seemed to indicate too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. Alright. Karuna, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died first trial before they could meet us? Yeah, that might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? Nah, now's not the time to get emotional. Alright. Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying the facts to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it very much feels like Joe is an accident. Hey, KG, let's look at these again. Okay. Sarah Chiduin, the boxer, died. KEG's here. Kyutaro. So, we got Kyutaro. Anzu... Did Anzu die? That was Kana's sister, right? Okay, we got Reiko. We got Mai Tsurugi, who we don't know. Shunsuke Hayasaka, I don't think we've met him. Oh yeah, I think we saw him die. I think we saw the baker die too, honestly. Alice Yabusame. Ranmaru Kageyama. Kazumi Mishima. Megumi Sasahara we saw die. Ranmaru. Who's Ranmaru? That's not Joe, is it? Kai isn't Ranmaru, is he? No. Okay. Oh! And there's Jin, Kana, Hineko, and Shin. Okay, so the people that aren't here are Kai, Joe, So, and Nell, I think. I don't think I saw Nell. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that, okay. Here, theory time. Okay, so Joe was certainly not planned. He'd think he was just with Sarah, so that's why he got roped into this. Kai, I don't think was supposed to be part of this, but he probably volunteered or something to be, like, caught, I guess. Or he was probably also stalking us at the same time, so he probably got roped into it. So these two were definitely not planned. Nao might have been roped into it because she was present when Mishima got suckered into this, so that could have been a whole thing. And So could have also been an accident. Now how, I'm not sure. So also looks a lot like Mr. Scarfman that we've seen, so that's a whole mystery in itself. I think the people that whose names aren't on the sheets were people that are accidentally roped into the game. A roster, it's reminding me of something. I remembered it! The bar on the first floor, there was a list on the blackboard. Yeah, you mentioned it, that was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall their names. I memorized it! Canned drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Kitaro. Yeah? Can't drink. Anzukana, Jin, Kugi, now Hinako. Renmaru. So yeah, Joe and Nell were added. And So and Kai were also added. That's amazing, Jin. Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, meow. By the way, Big Sis Sarah, your roster, it's missing the names of Kai, So... Kugi. Oh my god, I forgot about Kugi. Kai, So... Kugi is Kana's sister. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. Wow, I did all this in my brain, and he just said it. Okay, and I missed one. So Kugi, Kana's sister, so that could also mean Kana's sister got roped into this as well. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. Or they might have all had something to do with this assassination guild. That could also be a thing. Because Kai we know was an assassin, So very well could be. Kugi, and people could also have memories wiped too. Joe is always my friend, so he could have been my bodyguard. Kugi... Now... Damn. Oh, this is so interesting. This is important information. Was that useful, meow? Always. Alright, look at this. The names are sorted by percentage. How creepy. What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent? I was just musing about that. The numbers definitely stick out as odd, and I have the highest number. It could also be like a percentage that people think we're likely to survive. Alright, so... Let's see. Uh-huh. Interesting that the missing names were added on the can drink, can't drink thing. Oh, also, I didn't catch this. Exactly one sheet's worth. I could also just be missing a sheet and I'm thinking about nothing. Yeah. Okay, well, what do I do? We've laid all the cards out on the table. I don't see a conflict now. I guess we'll go with this. The missing names and 1 sheet's worth. Oh, cool. So, what did you just say? Huh? That there's 4 people's names missing. Yeah. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and now... Oh, that's 5. Yeah. I guess I rushed and miscounted, sorry. Do we really need to worry about little mistakes right now? That mistake isn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important. Gashu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. Sarah, I love you, but you need to watch your language. How many participants were dragged into the death game is different than how many were designed to be put into the death game. That's a huge difference. That would be 20. There's 16 listed on the roster. Plus 5 who aren't listed. Doesn't that add up to 21? That means 1 person is here voluntarily. 1 too many? What does that mean? There are exactly 20 names on the blackboard. Let's compare the names on the paper with the roster of the blackboard. Blackboard names were like this. 5 not listed on the roster were Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Now. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet. Okay. All 4 names present. Okay, all 4 names present. Are we gonna find a little thing? All 4? I see. Shin Sumiki. Now, who is Shin? Oh, sorry. I keep saying Sumiki. Tsukimi. Shin Tsukimi. That's the only person not on the blackboard now. We've derived a 21st person. So who the hell is this? Who is Shin Tsukimi? Okay. A participant who died on an unseen survivor or one of us. I like the idea if it's one of us, but logically, someone that wasn't dragged into the game... No, because these 2 would be people who weren't voluntarily here. Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? If someone is using an alias, I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us, and they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way! Aha! Huh. Maybe. So is Shin. So killed... Sorry. So is Shin. If his name is Shin, he killed the real So in the first game, took his scarf, and then did stuff. Okay. And is operating with an alias. That would be interesting, and I'd believe it, 100%. He looks very similar to him, too. Interesting if we follow that logic. Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. Say what? Sarah, let's work this out. Yeah, someone said So died, right? All the names are real. There's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. What? Someone whose real name... It's one of the people not on the paper roster. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, or Nail. Right you are. I should have said me to see what he would say. Alright, let's discuss those 5 names. This is my real name. Professor Mishima always used to call me this now, remember? I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? That it was. But they could be covering it up. Coogie's the name of Kanna's sister. If Big Joe was using a fake name, then Big Cicero would figure it out right away. Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on the email logs, this should be his real one. Want to check the roster? Come tell Mr. Policeman anytime. Oh, we're about to get some interesting stuff. And we're going to find out in the next episode. Don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like this video if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Smack the bell so you never miss a thing. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you, Fill in the Blanks and Odd Limits for supporting me on Patreon. And I'll see you all in the next video. For now, this is Dave out. Peace out. Later.